The answer is yes, I have. I don't usually record Saturday show, so
we've been recording them, so I don't.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah. This is important,
I guess.
With the fog, like pea soup out there. Do you like that?
Yeah.
I've never heard that one before.
No one has.
Pea soup is gross.
I agree with you.
Summer squash soup.
I like it. Pea soup with
pea soup.
ham in it?
It looks like infection.
No, yeah, I'm with you.
No, it looks like gangrene.
You know, we don't like anything as far as food goes. We really don't.
Fried chicken.
Okay, well, everybody likes fried chicken.
Yeah, I don't know. Do you know anyone who doesn't like fried chicken?
Yes, my daughters.
They don't like fried chicken?
Not if it's on the bone. I mean, they'll eat chicken nuggets.
That's like
popcorn.
Deb, what's wrong with it on the bone?
They just don't.
I think it's flavored better on the bone.
They're not.
That didn't come out right.
or did it?
Who has that song? Didn't AC/DC have a song, Giving the Dog a Bone?
Yeah.
You ever play that?
No.
I requested A Town Called Malice by the Jam, and it's not.
No.
You don't have it.
No.
That's a great song.
Tommy played a song yesterday called I Want a Mistress for Christmas.
Yeah, AC/DC.
Yeah, that was bleak.
Well, I don't like it, and I didn't put it in there.
Have you heard of A Town Called Malice?
Yes.
It's a great song by the Jam, who became Style Council.
Yeah, we played it on KFMA.
You seem like a Style Council kind of guy. Remember them when they had their little run in the early 80s?
No.
You don't remember Style Council?
Not at all.
I remember Style Council.
Yeah, they were big MTV.
Nope. Yeah, but we don't play it here.
Who was the lead singer for the Jam? Paul Weller, was that his name? Lead singer for the Jam? Have you ever heard of a song called A Town Called Malice?
No.
Oh, it's a great song. I remember it from MTV. I thought you might have it back there, but
I watched a lot of MTV, but if I didn't like a song, I would tend to.
Oh, me too. Yeah, there's a lot of songs I turn the channel on.
Yeah.
Remember XTC, Census Working Overtime?
That's good.
I love that song.
Dear God, I love
XTC's
that's good. Dear God.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't remember that video, though. I remember the first time I ever heard of Census Working Overtime was, I think, their video. Yeah. God, that's a long time. You've never heard of XTC?
Yes, I have, but the song titles aren't ringing a bell with me.
Well, the one they just saying "Dear God."
He's more of
about all the.
Are you more of a 10cc fan?
I wasn't a 10cc fan.
Nor was
not in love.
No, I remember the song, but so don't forget it.
That just reminds me of the 70s, doesn't it?
Now you remember, what the 10cc is.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So we don't have to rehash that.
No, we'll let the chat room handle that one.
Crap.
All right, it's back to the Hawks.
We haven't started with the Hawks yet, have we?
It's Saturday. We don't have.
We don't have to.
This really isn't. Are we tethered to the Hawks?
No, we're not tethered to really anything.
No. Actually, we had fun last night. Ann and I went to see the Heartlanders at Extreme Arena. They didn't do well.
You and Ann didn't, or the team didn't?
No, we did fine. We had a beer.
The team didn't do well?
No, they got beat, I think, 6-2.
Wow, that's like a football score.
No, it was fun, though.
No, I was going to say it's like an Iowa football score. That's Iowa.
Yeah, we got
6-2.
We got bumpers on there.
They're advertising now, right?
Yeah.
Greatest hockey organization ever. I mean,
well, we got our dasher boards.
Yeah.
I always wondered why they wouldn't. To me, it makes perfect. I don't get. Trust me, I don't get anything out of the deal. I'm just see. It makes sense why they would advertise.
Sure.
Because a team like that needs. A lot of people don't know they're around.
They got a new owner, so
a lot of people didn't know they were around for the first couple of years, and so
it's a great game.
Well, I had a new beer I tried last night.
What was the price? Similar to Carver?
Yeah.
They're all about the same.
Yeah,
I think they all have to be about the same.
Yeah, they don't want you getting just completely screwed.
Well, yeah, so what'd you get? Like they usually do, is it 16 or 12?
I would say it was 16.
And
it's a Heartlander lager.
That's $12.50.
I think exactly that.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
$12.50.
So almost as much as the beer at the Rose Bowl was, which was 13.
And that was also a 16.
Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe 20 even.
20? Okay. So God, it's almost a six-pack.
We went and got a rib roast yesterday, 3-pound rib roast, because we're going to have prime rib on Christmas. Dan's going to make prime rib. How much you think?
$45.
64.
Bingo.
You know, the only reason I know that is because they've got them in those tight packages at Hy-Vee, and they were all between the prices of 60 and 80.
Yeah, I got it at Red Garden Market.
We
Eric,
got it.
actually.
Yeah, I saw the
Yeah.
picture posted.
Yeah.
I bought a 15-pound or a 14.5-pound turkey yesterday at Hy-Vee. Guess how much it was?
$18.
I don't ever look at those.
18 or 19
It's $41
for a turkey.
for a turkey.
That's expensive.
That is expensive.
How many pounds?
Well,
14.5.
what the hell? I bought the smallest pot roast in the packages over there, the chuck pot roast, a little over a pound. Guess how much that was? Wasn't huge.
$21.
$10.80.
Oh, that's not bad.
But it's because of the size. It was by far the smallest one, and I'm probably going to regret it. But
And then a bowl of soup at Panera is
$8.38.
$32. Oh.
$8.38.
For a bowl of soup.
$8.38.
Jesus.
That stuff is expensive. It is.
Yeah.
Well, I wanted
whatever
to,
you get.
So
wherever
we
you get.
ate. We went to the Vine yesterday,
I saw that.
and I got 6 wings and fries, and Jan got a baked potato with chicken. And
25 to $30.
Well, I don't know what it costs.
How do you know not what it costs?
I didn't pay. Jan paid.
Oh.
You made your wife pay.
She always does.
Wow.
Yeah. So, but they couldn't find the potato, so it took like an extra 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So when the waitress was
And they
great.
couldn't find the
Were
potato.
they
couldn't
hiding?
find a potato. I'm serious. Yeah, evidently somebody put it in, but they found the potato.
You mean baked potatoes?
Yeah,
Okay. Weren't they in the oven? Or?
they couldn't find it. So it took 10, 15 minutes more, and we were just sitting there. We were, and the waitress was wonderful, and she goes, "Well, because it took a little longer, we gave you some extra wings." And I had like 12 or 13 wings.
Nice.
I did too last night.
Yeah.
My own in the
They
oven.
were damn good.
You wouldn't like them. I put red pepper, black pepper, and
No.
what else?
See, I would like that garlic salt. You
I
said.
put garlic salt, and then I bake them in the oven with Frank's hot sauce.
No,
But then I was really hungry last night, but I did my first Sam's pizza in probably almost 2 months, and I still have 3 pieces. The big squares in the middle, I
Yeah.
still got 3 of those left, so
Yum.
that's lunch.
Those are the great ones.
Yeah, I didn't overdo it. I could have easily overdone it, but
well, I thought that was
and
real,
man, it was good.
That's
was real
nice.
nice.
No, that's nice. That's good business.
6 extra wings, you bet.
And then last night we thought, well, we don't want a lot. We'll just go get a Subway, like a 6-inch
Yeah.
Subway. The Subway on Riverside, 6 o'clock, it was already closed.
Wow.
You should have gone to the one on Muscatine,
Yeah.
First Avenue. I go there a lot.
See, I
Probably
say
once a week.
that, food everywhere is expensive. It isn't at Subway.
My Subway with a chip and drink is the 15% tip, because that's the lowest they give you a chance to tip at, and you don't want to not tip at least 15, because then you just look like a heel. So it's about $9.80.
See, that's, and Ann and I, we each get a 6-inch.
If you can eat anywhere for $10 or fewer,
Exactly.
you're beating life right now.
And we
That's-
both get a sandwich for about $10, including the tip. I mean,
Yeah.
it's
Well, why are they
cheap.
closed at 6 o'clock? I mean,
It could be a personnel thing. It could, employee. It could be hot.
Maybe they said
The last-
Soberoff might be coming. Let's
listen,
shut her down.
the last time I went there twice for a meatball sub, it's one of the main things on their menu. We don't have any meatballs. It's like some, it's because of the ships that are being fired on.
I
there's-
still think some of this stuff is COVID fallout. I really do, because
That could
Panera has all the time signs up saying they're out of certain things because of the
Supply chain.
supply chain. Yeah, it is weird. I mean, one time I went into Panera, they didn't have tomatoes, lettuce. I mean, and it was so funny listening to the person. It was like a 20. They're all getting here tomorrow morning, but it'd be like McDonald's saying, "Hey, we're out of hamburgers and French fries." It was.
Well, I've had the hey, we don't have any burgers. It'll take some time, and then they pull you into the front of it, and you wait, and then
I've
they
had that.
finally bring out a sack, and when you get home, it's like everything but the hamburger. It's like a fish sandwich.
Didn't you go to that chicken place and they didn't have chicken? Was it Harold's?
Yeah, Harold's Chicken. They didn't have chicken.
The grand opening. Their grand opening.
Yes.
And they didn't have.
They didn't have any chicken.
Where are they now?
Gone.
Back to Chicago, I think. Now, we ate a lunch at a place that not only had meatballs, but they were delicious.
I saw that.
Where's that?
Mirabitos.
Oh, okay.
Best meatballs in the world.
Yeah,
Ann
they
had
are
a
good.
meatball sandwich. I had the hoagie.
I've had their meatball sandwich. It's like 3 meals.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
huge.
no, it is.
Yeah, put it in the toaster oven. Yeah, it's really good. So.
God, I love that place. I love that place. All their food's really good.
It is really good. And Sam's, they advertise with you, don't they?
Yeah.
But, I mean, Sam's has one of the best delivery services. They use their own, and it's the same guy on Friday night. I mean, I've known this guy. He's a really nice guy. I recognize his SUV coming up there. He had it with me within probably 20, 25 minutes. That's pretty good.
No, that's really good.
And I didn't order it till like 9 o'clock.
I ordered from Monica's, and it's been like the same thing.
Yeah, and the pizza was still
like
warm.
20 minutes.
Because if pizza sits too long,
It's not as good.
no, but because then you put it in your oven, and I'm like, you shouldn't have to be doing that if you just spent $30 for a pizza.
Yeah.
And it was really good.
You know, I like poly-ice pizza's good and
It is
everything,
good.
but I got a frozen pizza.
It's not the same.
No, the cheese is it's the cheese.
Well, anything that has to,
not-
like when I see the stuff.
I mean,
at
it's
Hy-Vee-
okay.
It's okay,
In a
but
pinch.
It's okay, but
like the
it is
ribs
not
at
the
Hy-Vee,
same.
I never. If it says previously frozen, I never get them because they just don't taste the same. And that's why they're a lot cheaper too.
Yeah.
Oh no, I love Palais regular pizza. I haven't
Yeah,
had it.
it's good if you eat it
I haven't
there,
had it for
or you
ages.
take it home and and eat it.
They don't deliver, do
home
they?
one.
No.
That's why I haven't had it for ages.
No,
Because I can't remember the last time I went to a pizza place and actually ate there.
Oh, we did. Oh, it's been probably. No, we did it for homecoming. We went during the homecoming parade to Polly Eyes, and it was a ghost town.
No, we went.
We walked straight in.
Why?
Because people were at the parade.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
And we walked straight in, got a table. There were maybe 3 other tables there, and it was it was really good.
But I just like thin pizza. I always have, and that's what Sam.
The chat room says Seika likes it on the bone.
Did they answer the 10cc question yet?
No.
No, they're all reaching out to Seika to see if she can answer it. You think she knows?
She might. She
So
might.
so much for the food discussion.
Seika.
We went from Sam's to Seika.
That's alphabetical.
No, it was good though, and like I said, when I bit into that first, I'm like, wow, this is still oven warm.
Yeah.
And Sam's is I'm a good mile, almost 2 miles away.
Well, Sam's is,
And it was
excellent.
We've ordered like dinners from Monica's, and it was like within a half hour.
When you're not close to Monica's,
No.
that's a long way. That's a long drive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't realize Monica's does their own deliveries.
Yeah, you do.
God, I may have to do. I'll have to do
And
that.
then you could get anything through Chomp.
And Monica's pizza is
I love their
delicious.
pizza. Yeah,
do
I
too.
like their pizza.
It's kind of underrated, I think.
That's one of the few pizzas that's not really thin that I like.
That's still
That's how I would
so
describe
good.
it. Because I just don't. I usually just want my pizza to
But
be.
it's not real thick either.
No, it's not real thick, but it's got a little dough on it. But it's good. I
But
like
it's
it
got a lot of toppings.
because it's also fire. It's oven. The way they cook it makes it better, even though
It's
it's a little
just
thicker.
delicious.
I mean, I really. Have you seen? You know how thin Sam's pizzas are.
Yeah.
That's what I like. Now they have deep dish too. I've had deep dish food. I'm just not a huge deep dish pizza fan. I like the first half of the first piece. Then after that, it's like you're just eating a tomato iceberg. I mean, it just is overwhelming.
People rave about the flying tomato.
I loved it when it first came out.
I don't like it. I love Wig and Penn's
I do too.
regular pizza, but they're flying
I
tomato.
like
don't
it,
care
but
for
it's always undercooked because I almost burn the top to get the insides cooked because there's just so much cheese on it. There's just too much cheese for me. But when it first came out, though, I was like, oh, this is different.
We ate at Wig and Penn. I don't know. Well, we ate it there this week.
Yeah.
And I never had a burger there before.
Oh, they're good.
They're real good.
Oh, all their food's good.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of restaurants that have solid food up and down in this town. And have you guys tried Black Angel yet?
Yeah.
I haven't.
Did you get lunch, dinner, or breakfast?
I got the Perez family tacos.
Okay, I did that. The first time I went there since they reopened, but the last 2 times I've been there for omelets, breakfast omelets, they are.
I'll bet.
And their order of hash browns are incredible. I'll give them credit for that. Yeah, Black Angel, and both times I went, there was a place to park, which was I was happy to see.
I never think of it because.
Well, they don't reach out.
Well,
They
don't
don't
yet.
reach out, but
There's
you
no
know,
si-
we go by there, and when we go by there every time, I turn to Jan and say, "Why don't they have a sign?"
Well, plus you don't. Yeah, I just know about. I know about it through AJ, and
I can't because the neighborhood. Yeah, no, it's good. We've eaten when it was Perez Taco.
Yeah,
but I think they've expanded on the like I said, I didn't realize that the breakfast menu is massive. It's but okay, but yeah, that's enough because they don't advertise, and that's not fair to the ones who do advertise. And I frequent all the places that advertise.
Well, I frequent all the places that have signage.
But that's not their fault, though.
I know it.
But it's just stupid. It's stupid. Just like the.
Yeah, if you're going to run a business there,
let them put a sign up.
Put a sign up. It's not going to ruin the neighborhood.
So do they give them less? Do they have to pay less taxes since they don't have a sign up? No, bet not.
No, it's just ridiculous.
Nobody in this town pays
fewer taxes. Sorry.
Fewer taxes.
Yeah. It's ridiculous. They can't have a sign up.
Yeah, like I said, I looked at my...
Because we never think of it very seriously because they don't reach out and we don't... I'm not hearing them every day here and then I drive...
Well, I don't bring them up every day.
No, but I mean... No, I'm saying I don't hear them.
And I think we both could help them. I think my site could help them, our podcast.
Yeah, but they really need a sign.
But that's something they can't control. They can't control whether they advertise.
The city should do...
Remember that ride place
that
was there? Yeah. I liked it. I went there and I got that guy to talk to you.
Everything there's been good.
And weren't they close to advertising?
Oh, they did our auction.
They did, but just like once.
Yeah.
But Billy's hi-hat, that was good.
Yes.
Lou Henry.
Lou Henry was good.
I just never think of it because we pass by there, and there's nothing to attract you in the lot unless you specifically are going there.
Which I did was the last 2 times.
Yeah, and we don't. And very seriously, Jan and I get in the car and go, "Oh, where do you want to go?" I mean, we don't specifically go anywhere. We decide in the car while we're going.
Do you ever do the Mexico Lindo right by your house?
I have.
It's good.
Okay.
Yeah, it's good.
It's good.
Yeah.
They have a good lunch taco thing that I will get every once in a while.
We go to the.
You could almost walk there, couldn't you, from where you live?
Well, we're always going to Senior because I like the fajita.
El Senor.
Oh,
it's not Senior. Senor.
El Senor.
Yes, it's Spanish.
Almost every Mexican place I've gone to in this town is pretty good.
Well, there's a good one in Solon too.
I know, I've been there.
El Sol.
Well, and Frida Kahlo's good too.
My favorite I won't mention because they don't.
What?
Frida Kahlo is very good in Solon as you're driving in on Highway 1. It's very good.
My favorite I won't mention because they don't advertise, and I don't think they need to advertise.
What is it?
La Riga. Yeah. How do you? It's Lareg. It's down there by Hudson's.
La Regia.
La Regia, whatever. Yeah, like I said, they're.
If I can't pronounce it, I'm not.
I've never eaten there.
My guess is partly because they don't advertise.
Yeah, I don't think.
But no, they're always packed, and their street tacos are incredible.
Hello.
And you're not a big street taco fan, I know that.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Hey, Karen.
I got up this morning and my voice is bad.
So, hey, let's call the radio.
I can't really ask any questions, but I wanted to wish you a Merry Christmas.
Well, that's nice of you,
Karen.
Karen.
Thank you. Same to you. I hope you have a wonderful
and
holiday.
I hope your voice comes back. Merry Christmas.
Yeah, bye.
Thank you.
Wow.
People got to.
Good. No, there's stuff going.
There's a lot of crap.
My next door neighbor has COVID.
Well, Jan had that with the voice and
that
everything
sounded
like
bad.
that.
I hope
she was on a Z-Pack. Some antibiotics.
Yeah, there's ads going on Twitter right now about how it can. Is it? How do you spell it?
Z-Pack.
Okay, I saw some. Yeah, there's all these weird ads that come on Twitter now, or so. But go on with your story.
That was my story.
Oh, that was it.
What is Z-Pack
called? It's an antibiotic.
Antibiotic. Yeah.
It's like you take the first day you take 6 of them. 2 in the morning, 2. I've been on it too. Okay. 2 in the morning, 2 at lunch, 2 at dinner, 2 at bedtime. Then the next day you skip the lunch one. Then the next day,
But Karen didn't sound too good there.
No, she didn't.
No, get better.
Get better. And you don't need to call the radio station when you're losing. But I appreciate that she did.
Yeah.
Because she sounded like she was really, and I won't mention my neighbor. She has COVID, and she called me just to let me know because I had been around her for about 10 minutes on that Saturday, she said she got pretty ill.
My son had
shakes and chills, and
my son had COVID again. It was his second time, and he's all vaxxed.
Yeah.
And then they gave him that. It begins with a P. I can't remember.
So the preventative one.
Yeah. Well, it's the one that it knocks it out.
Lessens the severity.
Yeah, he took it, and the next day, even though he still tested positive, he felt fine.
Uh-huh.
So.
Yeah, like I said, I've been boosted 6 times.
Yeah, me too.
Woke. How about John Schneider? How's he doing? I never watched Dukes of Hazzard, so I can't.
What has he got? I don't know. Is he unvaxxed?
No, he tweeted that Biden should be hung, and it's Hunter. You didn't. How do you? With somebody who you missed that? It was all over the news. Just Google it. I'm stunned that you don't know that.
I don't either.
Yeah, he said that, and now the secret that he's being investigated.
Well, it should be.
Good.
Yeah.
Were you a Dukes of Hazzard fan?
Other
than Gawkin, what's her name?
When Shane was growing up, I got him a Dukes of Hazzard car.
I never watched. I mean, it was I was like in my late teens and 20s.
I was working a lot on Friday nights and Saturday.
Is that in the
nights,
80s?
But
yeah.
When I wasn't working, we'd watch it together. Hello.
Merry Christmas, trio.
Merry Christmas.
Thank
you too. Thank you.
Yeah, Merry Christmas.
And I think, I could be wrong, but I think what Steve was referring to is Paxlovid.
That's it.
So, no,
That's
nearby.
Okay.
You got it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm stunned that you didn't. It's been all over Twitter and people. I mean, it was.
I don't know.
And now he's saying he didn't mean any violence. But when you say that,
when you say
that you should be hung for treason, and so should Hunter. That, to me, seems to suggest that you're leaning towards violence.
I would say, yes, you can't hang somebody without violence.
Yeah, I mean, it's impossible.
Yeah, let's see.
God, then I saw this interview.
He was on The Masked Singer.
What's
John
that?
Schneider could be under Secret Service. That's a stupid show where they're singing in costume, and you got to guess who's singing on Fox.
Good God.
Yeah, I had never watched
I didn't know about it. See, I bring you guys Gigi Allen. You guys expose me to stuff like that.
I've never seen it. Mr. President, I believe you're guilty of treason and should be publicly hung. He wrote in a since-deleted post.
Yes.
Your son, too.
With a question mark, like he wanted an answer like Biden's, you're right. Where do we meet? You guys can hang me. I mean, but that's just where we are.
So why is he guilty of treason?
Because he's woke and he's not Trump.
Who knows? Who knows? Why is Nikki Haley getting attacked on this station? When I know we have to carry it and everything, but you know her as Crooked Hillary. I don't know her as that.
Who's attacking Nikki Haley? Who's attacking Nikki Haley?
The Republicans that are running this ad. Yeah, they're running this ad on the station.
I mean,
well, let's hear it.
Okay. I think Nikki's kind of cute. Isn't she like Isn't she like my age?
Yeah,
in mid-50s to 60.
I think you got a chance.
She's married.
Is she?
Imagine me.
She is.
Imagine me married to the president. That'd be great.
President starts talking about. Well, now let's see what Otis would do.
We know her as Crooked Hillary. But to Nikki Haley, Hillary Clinton is her personal role model, the reason she ran for office. Here's Nikki in her own words.
I often say that the reason I got into politics was because of Hillary Clinton.
Hillary Clinton is actually the reason, that I made the jump.
So Haley raised taxes like Hillary, backs open borders and unlimited work visas like Hillary, did favors for Chinese companies like Hillary. Now the globalist Wall Street bankers who financed Hillary's campaigns are funding Haley's campaign. No wonder the liberal CEO of Wall Street's biggest bank says,
"If you're a very liberal Democrat, I urge you, help Nikki Haley too."
And just like Hillary Clinton, Nikki Haley shouldn't be president because she's wrong for America. Learn more at therealnikki.com. Paid for by Fight Right Inc., not authorized by any candidate or candidates committee. Fight Right Inc. is responsible for the content of this ad. Fight-right.org.
See, now that would make me want to vote for Nikki Haley.
Well, Nikki Haley is the kind of politician that she will, like most politicians, say what is trending, what is good for her at that time. But if you look at her, what she's done, she really is moderate.
And I don't think I would think about her if she was the president. I think my life would go on.
You wouldn't because
I don't think she's going to screw with health insurance.
She will compromise.
Yes.
And she's moderate. moderate to the right. Like,
I mean, Bush certainly
like
made some
Bill
mistakes.
Clinton.
I mean, I wouldn't agree with all of her policies
No, I wouldn't either.
by any stretch of the imagination.
I don't agree with all of Biden's policies.
No, and I do think something's got to be done to the border.
But I mean,
but the problem is Republicans don't want to solve the border crisis because that's their number one. They don't want to work with Democrats on this, and I'm not saying the Democrats have all the answers. They don't.
Which they don't.
We got to get tougher on the border. I mean, we can't just have 15,000 people pouring in, but. They don't want to. I don't think either. I don't think the Republicans really want to solve it with the Democrats because if they don't, that's their number one talking point.
I don't think either side wants to.
And yeah.
Well, history says they don't because they haven't done anything about it.
No, but I don't think people should be pouring in here. And
no.
I mean, there's got to. But I don't think it's as bad as how it's described either. I mean, what's funny is I get the kick out of the politicians who say, "Man, we just seized 8,000 pounds of fentanyl at the border. Biden opened." Seized. They're getting this stuff.
I remember when I was running unsuccessfully for city council, and I spoke at the library, and I had 72 people show up.
Okay.
And I thought, that's pretty good, run for council, 72 people show up. Ron DeSantis was here this week, running for president, 50 people.
Yeah.
Well, part of the problem too is he's been here. Do they ever leave? They're here all the time.
He's here all the time.
I mean, he's here all the time. There's video of him with his lizard tongue, and people. I guess he was eating some corned beef sandwich, and he looked like he hadn't eaten in like a year. He was just scarfing this thing.
He's probably hungry.
He's just been here too much.
He's ridiculously awkward.
He's saturated the market, and he has no chance.
No, he ain't winning anything.
No, I mean he has no chance.
No. And then you got your governor this week. Turning down millions and millions and millions of dollars.
Yeah.
That was voted on bipartisan. It was bipartisan.
So who's she trying to appease on this? Who's she trying to appease on this one? Who's she trying to please?
The ultra-right. The ultra-right.
Yeah, I don't
Why would you deny kids?
I don't get that one. I'm sure they have an answer.
Because they're obese. So I guess don't feed them in the summer.
I'm sure there's as many obese kids out in the suburbs as there are in the city.
Sure are.
You bet.
Sure.
You bet.
There's obese kids everywhere.
No, I saw that yesterday, and it just.
But no, these political ads, we still
ridiculous.
got another 11 months of this.
Honestly, guys, I haven't seen a single one.
Well, I change the channel if they're on and I walk away.
In the last few weeks, I haven't either because. And I'm telling you, I got to do it Monday, but I can't do it Monday. It's Christmas. I got to do it Tuesday or Wednesday. I'm dumping Mediacom, and I'm going to go to
YouTube.
I'm going to YouTube, and I'm on. Yeah, because I am told, and I will take people's word for it. Fiber is faster than cable, and so that'll help run KFMH.
Yeah. I do know people that have it and said it's very comparable. Yeah. It's hard to but my Mediacom internet's fast.
So is mine.
But don't you end up with paying about the same amount?
No, not when it's $320 a month.
So they refuse to go yours. I don't get why they would.
I called up and she told me to get YouTube.
Because they are, and I'm with Tom on this. They're all about the same.
They are.
Their service is all about the same. Not one is noticeably better than the other. It's just whatever works for you.
YouTube and I'm on may be cheaper.
If fiber, if I'm on fiber is as fast as Sharon Telephone is here.
Oh, I'm sure it is.
It's amazing. I mean,
well, that's how my Mediacom is.
I got Mediacom and I got the fastest, and believe me, and it's fast. Don't get me wrong, but here is just it's lightning.
Yeah, as long as mine doesn't go out,
lightning.
which it hasn't. You guys remember the trouble I went through, but it's been pretty solid now, going on for a couple of years.
Well,
but it should be for what they charge you.
I'm on for like something like what I need, the speeds I need, like $88 a month for 2 years. They'll lock it in, and then YouTube is $72.
So that's $160, but then you have fees
tax
and stuff, don't you?
So you're going to pay about $180, $190.
So I pay $180, $190. It's cheaper than $320.
It is. But for like me, you're paying $180, $190 for 2 out of the 3 things that I'm paying $230 for. I mean, I have 3. I have a landline too, and mine is about 180 or 190 until you throw them. It's not. It's maintenance fee and taxes.
I've got a landline too. I just don't use it. I've never plugged.
So you're going to dump it?
So you're not.
Well, you had to get it.
Yeah, I don't know why they wouldn't. Because when I threatened to leave at 306, they're like, "Well, here, let's do something. We'll see what we can do." Next thing I know, here's $233 a month. That's what I paid.
Well, I will call them again. I'll give them one more chance, and call them this week and say, "Look, I'm dumping you, and then I'm going to get on the radio and rip the hell out of you."
So you're going to extort them?
Yes. No, I'm just going to say I'm dumping you if you don't reduce this damn thing. You have HBO and stuff. I don't even have that.
I've got HBO and Stars. I don't have Showtime.
I don't have any of that.
I've got the expanded, and I've got.
I got expanded plus variety of. I got expanded plus sports.
It's $233.
Mine's $320.
It's $233 after altogether. I think it's like $194, and then, like I said, the 30 to 40 between it's taxes and maintenance fees. They get you for another. That's about a fourth of the bill.
I called her, well, why don't you just drop cable TV?
That's what they said to me too.
Yeah.
Strangest thing.
Insane.
Why don't you go to? They suggested
Roku and
Hulu.
YouTube.
To me, Hulu.
Yeah, they suggested YouTube TV to
And
me.
so that's when I asked you guys: is Mediacom in business with Hulu? And
well, evidently isn't. Evidently, they just want you to go to streaming. Some of these cable companies,
it's like they don't want to do their TV anymore.
channels.
It's like they're getting tired of all they want to do is make their money on their internet.
Yeah.
But somebody's got to have TV. I mean,
yeah.
I don't know.
Well, I mean, all of the streaming services have TV. It's just a question.
You know how I love TV.
Yeah.
And that's our entertainment.
Yeah.
But $320?
That's a lot.
Well, does that include all your streaming things that you do too?
No.
I was going to say you're probably paying $400 with everything, aren't you?
Yeah.
That's too much.
And we probably
and another thing, and cable's still got channels on without HD.
Yeah.
Standard definition TV.
Oh, I've got a ton of channels on my thing that
and YouTube, everything's in HD.
That I'll never watch.
Everything.
I mean, I for years didn't know I had the Atlantic Coast Conference Network, the PAC. I've got all these. I never knew I had them. Like they're in channels 300 to 400. Yeah. I never knew they were out there, but I have them. Yeah. But
I just if they don't reduce it, I'll go to IMON and YouTube TV.
I'm surprised IMON's not advertising.
Are you going to do Roku as well? Huh? Are you going to do Roku?
I'll have to upstairs because it's not a smart TV, but it's
so what's the difference between Roku and Hulu?
Hulu is a streaming service. Roku
is it's like you need the Roku to. If you don't have a smart TV, you need the Roku to get the apps.
My TV is smart as hell, man.
Well, our TVs upstairs, we've had it for like 10 or 12 years. It still has a perfect picture. It's an LG flat screen.
I can one-up you on this one. I've had mine since 2008.
Yeah.
Samsung.
This thing's
and I leave it on at night. Lots of times, all night I'll leave it on.
I just put a Roku on the thing. The Sony that I've got in the den, it's got all the apps on.
I've had my TV for 15 years.
Wow. Hello.
46-inch Samsung.
Hi, how you guys doing?
Good.
Doing okay.
Good. Hey, I've heard you talking about Mediacom and streaming and all that
a
couple days. I was just curious, have any of you guys tried a digital antenna? I got one of those, from Walmart a couple of years ago for $40 or $50, and it works great for pulling in TV signals. I get, the Cedar Rapids, the Duke, Waterloo station, sometimes Quad Cities, but it's been great. You can get regular local TV off just this digital antenna. It's really amazing.
Actually, they call it a digital antenna. It actually is an antenna.
Yep. Yeah. Well, for digital, yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, no,
it's free TV over there.
I'm not. I mean, that's nice and everything if you want the local channels.
If you want to watch network TV.
Yeah, or you want things like Grid and everything, but they don't. But they don't have. You don't get Paramount. You don't get you don't get the other stuff.
But it is a legit alternative.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, yeah. I just hadn't heard you guys mention that.
Thanks. Yeah, I never knew that was an option.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Really good deal. Thanks. Bye.
I got a TV in the guest room that's not connected to anything but an antenna, just a rabbit ear antenna.
Can you get Andy Griffith on it?
No.
Then
No.
next topic. Seriously.
No, yeah, I guess if it's on the local channel.
It's not.
No, we get channel 12 and 15 and 2 and 28 on it and all the sub-channels.
We just don't watch any
local TV.
Never.
I never watch local
I mean,
TV.
literally, I have not seen a political commercial. Not one single one.
Well, they're not just on local TV. They're all over.
Well, I
the
haven't
place.
watched the news, but I do like to watch. Jan watches the news on Channel 9.
Yeah, I don't do that anymore. My
Yeah,
dad used
never.
to. That was the last thing my dad would do before bed. 10 o'clock news.
Yeah, Jan likes it, and I don't really pay attention.
Yeah.
But, no, I don't have a problem with.
Well, I'm on the internet a lot, and I
I-
stay up to date.
if
By the
I'm-
time,
Oh, go
well,
ahead.
by the time the news comes on, I know a lot of what
Yeah.
they were. We live in such immediacy now. There's, in the old days, you'd build up to watch the 5:30 news, the 6 o'clock local news, and the 10 o'clock evening. But now, everything you hear about during the course of the day, there's no. I can't remember. I don't hardly ever watch national news at 5:30 anymore. I used to
Never.
watch it all the time.
No.
I just, if I'm going to watch network television,
Which I'm not.
I just, okay, but I watch my
made that-
NCIS.
he's
and
made that point.
My new Law and Order and stuff. I just started, I got a DVR and I started, and you can do the same thing with YouTube TV. I started 20 minutes, late, and go through the ads.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't really mind ads. The only ads I don't like are the political ads.
And they're all over the place. I mean, they're just everywhere.
Right now, and for a freaking year more.
Oh, I know. We're still
This is
almost a
just
year away from the election.
Well, the ads will die down when the caucus is done here.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
that's true.
DeSantis will stop coming here with his weird boots, and he's just a weird dude. The tongue, I always catch him with that lizard.
I
tongue.
wouldn't have to worry. I wouldn't have to think about Haley being president or
I think you would
Christie
him.
or Chris. Oh,
Because
yeah.
he'd be always wanting to
No, he's
own
a
the
problem.
He'd want to just be owning the libs and
Yeah.
all the woke stuff. It would just get so old.
Well, he is Trump without any personality.
Yes,
Yeah.
Yeah, Trump at least has personality.
And he's just as mean.
I mean, Trump can be funny. I mean, I've laughed at a lot. I laugh at him sometimes, but there's been times where I've laughed. Now, when he gets to be too mean, it's hard to laugh at.
I can't listen to him.
Well, right now he's real mean. I
Man,
mean, he's gone.
Yeah,
over
he's gone.
being
He's
mean.
unhinged even for him. But
Yeah.
did you see they showed Biden at the funeral for Sandra Day O'Connor when they cut to him? I swear to God, it looked like he was asleep, and it's just because his eyes are just. And I kept saying to myself, "Oh, Pat, he's 81." I keep having to remind myself that. I mean,
Well, now the big thing that I'm getting on social media, on Facebook and everything, is evidently Trump
smells.
poops himself.
Yeah, that's. I'm guessing that's probably
That's
not
probably
the case.
not true.
Probably not true, but I mean, you would like to think it's true, and the people that are against him hope it's true because that's just the world we live in. I don't think it's true, and it rhymes with poo.
See, I don't get any political stuff on Facebook. I mean, not
Yeah, good
anything.
for you. I get it on Twitter. It's unavoidable.
I think I get it because my pages are KCJJ and it came
And
from
you also go
H and
looking for it sometimes, don't you?
KCJ. No, I really don't.
Really? Because
I
that's
really-
unavoidable on.
I haven't been using
Adam, what's his name? Adam Kritsinger or whatever. His stuff pops up on my. And
Oh, from Illinois.
yeah, his stuff
Yeah.
pops. Why? I've never followed him. I don't. His stuff's
No.
all over my timeline.
Because I think my pages are KCJJ. And I think that's why.
But yeah, that's what's number one Twitter for a while. Trump smells was the number one trending on Twitter, and it's just the world we live in.
You know, I don't go on Twitter, so.
I'd listen to this lady.
You
She
were
was being.
kicked out.
They had this.
No, they wanted me to change my password, and I'm not going to do it.
There was this
I don't
lady
wanna do
on.
it.
There was this lady being interviewed yesterday who said Biden should at least be jailed for the rest of his life for treason, but she'd prefer to see him executed. And then she just went on about how basically Trump is a gift from God and how we're so much better. I mean, that's out there. I mean, and they vote.
Yeah.
And like I said, Nikki Haley, if she won, I mean, okay. I mean, it'll be interesting to see a woman president. That's kind of like I looked at it like when Obama won. I'm like, this is going to be interesting to see.
A younger woman president would be
I could live with
probably
because I don't think she's going to right away day one. She's going to compromise and and she's going to push her conservative values. Fine, I mean, but I think she'd be at least willing to work. And she wouldn't.
She's not loony like Trump.
No,
is.
she's not loony,
and she's not 81 like Biden is.
Yeah. And I'd go for Christie. Yeah.
I would. Yeah, he'd be fun.
He's mobbed up.
Yeah, but
you're not going to have problems with the Russians.
By the end of his term, his pants are going to be up to his neck, though. You notice his pants keep going higher.
Yes.
Why does that happen to old people?
I don't know. I don't get.
Well, it does happen to old people. It's not.
Remember Todd and Lisa Lakota? Hi, Mrs. Loopner. He'd get her the
nuggies.
He'd give her the noogie, put her in a headlock, and rub her head. Do you remember the Todd?
Yeah, that is, of course. SNL. Yes.
But yeah, no, his pants are. I mean, he was talking.
Gilda Radner and.
Oh, she was so talented.
Oh, she was great.
She was hilarious. Rest her soul. But Christie, I wouldn't think about it. I mean, I just wouldn't. I'd go back to living like I did when Obama and Bush were president. I didn't.
Yeah, I don't care.
Kennedy or Clinton, you thought about it because he was always.
Well, you thought about it, but you didn't worry about the country.
No, you didn't worry about the country. You just worried about.
Well, and he got the assault weapon ban, and it was working.
Yeah, he did a lot of good.
Yeah,
I just never.
And it was working.
Yeah, his taste for women was.
He gave Arafat the cigar.
Yeah, I mean, sounds like he gave a few people the cigar. That's a long time ago, man.
It was.
Think about that.
So you all prepared for your trip?
No.
Yeah.
No, we're working on holidays and stuff. Yeah. No, haven't. I mean, we got the flights booked, rooms and everything, but
that's right.
Tickets bought.
You're going down to the game.
No, we haven't done anything.
Brian Hurley, former Iowa kicker, he hosts a podcast on our Hog Fanatic, and he's also a sponsor. He's going to cover the game for us down there. He lives there now, so I was able to get him a credential, so he'll be down there. I'm not sure exactly how we're going to use him yet. I don't know how much writing, but he's going to for video, and if there's any big announcements at the game or whatever, he'll be down there. So yeah, we actually are going to have somebody down there covering it for Hog Fanatic.
Hello.
Hey, good morning, gentlemen.
Hey, John.
Hi, John.
Happy New Year, Merry Christmas. I want to weigh in on Nikki Haley. Obviously, my feelings. I'm strongly supporting her, and I'm encouraging people to caucus for her January 15th.
Yes.
And you can do that even if you can change your party and go caucus for her. I've got a few people interested in doing that. So, but people aren't focusing yet. But after the first year, I'm sure that it'll come into focus for people at this point. But the true hardcore are out there. The Trump people are obviously, as you know, very passionate about it. But I'm looking for an upset. I'm looking for Haley to come in strong second, and then possibly maybe even winning New Hampshire.
She's showing well. In
33-29, the last one. Christie has 14. If Christie gets out of it, maybe.
I wish he would. I mean, he's banking everything on New Hampshire, so maybe he will after the New Hampshire primary. I sure hope so.
But if he did it before, John, wouldn't a lot of her voters voters go to her?
For sure. I think it would really make things interesting.
But if she beats Trump in New Hampshire, he's going to say it's rigged.
Of course.
He's going to say anything is rigged. I mean,
that's his. That's what he parrots all the time. That's stupid stuff. He's just. Well, I just got done reading Liz Cheney's book, Oath and Honor, and it's outstanding. And it really, everybody should try to read that.
I've heard it's good.
Well, I will say she is. You talk about a patriot.
Yes, she is, and she couldn't be more conservative than Liz Cheney. But she's, even her beliefs has the country comes first. So, John, do you like that book better or Marjorie Taylor Greene's books better?
Yeah, you read that?
Have you read that?
No, I don't think I'm going to be purchasing that goddamn.
Well, it's a coloring book, and it comes with crayons. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Here's how bad that she's revered in. That usually when like Trump Jr. put out a book or any of the main Republicans,
the party would buy it out.
The party buys it out, and it shows up number one.
Yeah.
Okay, her book is like in the 1100s. In the New York Times, seriously.
It's even lower
and
than that.
Go down that. Well, they go down to like 1,500 books.
Yeah, it's about as low as you can get.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the God.
But no, I've heard Liz Cheney's book is very, very gripping.
Yeah.
Yes, it is, because she's reminding us just exactly what happened, 4 years ago. And I mean, it's very stark, and people need to be, sometimes I think people almost think, well, this never happened, or they just wish, well, it wasn't as bad as it made out. Well, listen, it was bad.
It was.
Yeah. Well, there's video of it.
Well, and all the excuses that have been used, it was Antifa, it was FBI. I mean,
that was a crock.
Bunch of crap.
Yeah, no, I just, well, I haven't given up, gentlemen.
So what are you doing for Christmas, John?
What am I doing, or what do I want?
What do you want?
What do you want? Let's go there.
Yeah. I know your youth back, a fuller hair line. I mean, what do you want? Oh, that's what I want, but what do you want?
I see. Oh, well, I really don't want for much, actually. I'm enjoying life and just want to appreciate what we have.
Amen, brother.
I stumble on John all the time. I see him at the store. I see him on the paths.
He's like elf on a shelf.
We're on the same shopping
That's
time.
right.
So, John, who do you want as offensive coordinator? How about that?
Well, who I want and who they get are probably two different things.
Okay, well, who do you want?
Well, I'd like to see some young person that's maybe out there that, would inject a little life. But that's not going to happen. I'd say Joe Philbin's probably maybe a front runner at this point. It sounds like.
Well, I mean, I've been told that. Obviously, I tweeted that last week and just got freaking tarred and feathered for. Even though
really?
I just had somebody tell me that he's been in some ways offered the job and kind of accepted. I didn't say that's true or not, but I was told by a very good source, but that it was not official, but that they've agreed in principle. And I think Joe Philbin and Paul Christ are the two obvious. I mean, there was a story down in Texas using a story by Scott Docterman from The Athletic here, and Scott never wrote in his story that Paul Christ was a finalist. But this story in Texas took it as though he did to push it down there for clicks, and it says report Paul Christ. Kirk's not going to name finalists. He may not even have. Kirk knows who he's going to interview. He's going to do it on his terms, on his time, whether they're finalists or not. There's not going to be any of that stuff. And then sooner or later, we're going to know who it is.
Oh, yeah. No, I agree. I mean, and he's made the point. He's not going to change his philosophy.
No. Well, and I think he still believes it works, and I still think he's convinced that this year injuries kept Brian from doing his job. And now the critic right away, okay, what about last year? Don't have an answer for that. Kirk's living in the now. All he's thinking about is now. He resents the way this thing was fired. He is determined to prove that his way works. And some people will say, well, if he brings somebody in and does the same things Brian does, it'll make Brian look bad. No, it won't, because Kirk's convinced that injuries were why Brian didn't succeed this year. Kirk wants to vindicate Brian through somebody else. And where I really pissed off fans, John, is when I said that I think when Kirk goes to hire this, I don't think it's going to have a huge bearing on how he does this, but I think Joe Philbin would be somebody that Brian could say, Dad, you've picked somebody to succeed me who's a friend, very proven. I think it just would sit okay with Brian. Not that should matter, but it's Kirk's son. It does matter, I think, a little bit when Kirk makes this decision.
Oh, no question. I think you're absolutely right. There's certainly the family issues there, and
sure.
That's bound to be a part of the equation. So, let's just.
And Joe Philbin is more than qualified. He's too qualified for the job.
Yeah. Well, and the other thing too, the person who knows how long Kirk and the regime are going to be here.
That's the other thing. Joe Philbin's 62 years old. Kirk may say, "I'm here maybe 3 more." Joe's like, "Okay, I can come here and make $5 million before I retire." And
that's true.
Not a bad gig.
I'll do it for 4.
Yeah, that's just chump change.
And Christ is somebody Kirk respects and likes. They're similar in a lot of ways. Christ is, but Philbin is,
he's a known quantity. For sure.
They've worked together. And Philbin was there at the beginning when they built this thing. And you guys got to admit, the offensive line made huge strides under Joe
incredible.
Philbin. They were incredible how much better they got. To me, like I said, that if people ask me, that's who I'm predicting will get the job, but I very well could be wrong. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
I think you're right on it. I think he wants it's a comfort level, and I think that's that would be a safe choice.
Well, the other thing that gets lost in this is I think Philbin wants it, too, because of where he is now. He's not the offensive coordinator for the Green Bay Packers or whatever.
Right.
He's an analyst at Ohio State, which, you can
Right.
do a lot worse. But this is a big step up from that.
Okay, maybe we can combine things. Can Nikki Haley call plays?
That would be a lot more attractive, wouldn't it?
It'd be interesting.
Yeah, she's easy on the eyes.
Yeah, no, like I said,
sexist now, God, I'm sure I'll get tired.
You're going to get ripped.
I said she was easy on the eyes earlier.
And you're going to get ripped.
That's all right. I'm old enough to take it. What the heck?
Sadly, so am I.
She really, no matter what she says in the ads or how they put it together, she's moderate to the right, but not to the
Yeah, and I don't think she's going to start
no.
letting off the J6ers. I don't think she's going to
Oh, yeah.
No.
She's not, she's like you said, she's not
Pardon?
loony. Good Lord, she's been a governor. She's been a chief executive, which means you had to work with the legislature.
Yes.
She understands that dynamic, whereas Trump wants to be a dictator. It's that simple.
And I don't think she's going to destroy the Affordable Care Act. She may tinker with it, make some ways to make. But I just don't think she would do something like that.
They're not going to touch the Affordable Care Act because they don't know what.
Well, there's too many of them that support their candidates that are on it.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, they're not touching that.
No, that's right.
And if anybody tried to touch Social Security or Medicare,
That'd be their political suicide.
Yeah. You better shore it up.
Yeah.
If anything.
Yeah, they got to make some fixes with it. I get it.
Yeah, Steve and I need that, and Tommy, he's coming up.
Well, I'm going to need it here. I plan on going on it in 7, 8 years. Where are we going to be in 7, 8 years? I know you'll be sitting right there.
Well, yeah.
Real good question.
But where's my Social Security going to be in 7 years when I start?
Either that or you'll turn here and see a mound of dirt. So,
An urn.
Your urn?
We have an urn with KCJJ on it.
One or the other.
Yeah, very good. Hey, I wanted to comment on the women's game the other night.
Yes.
It's, I love our team, obviously, and Caitlin. I think inside, though, we're going to have some issues if we don't get another presence besides Hannah Stolke. Sharon Goodman and O'Connor
O'Grady?
O'Grady, I'm sorry. O'Grady isn't. She's obviously way down the depth chart. She doesn't get in until late in the second half.
Goodman's starting to show a little bit. I mean, Susan Harmon just wrote but she's got to be more consistent.
Yeah, that's exactly right. But they've got to have her. You've got to have at least two people of inside presence. Otherwise, getting the Big Ten, it's going to be difficult.
Well, plus, I think Hannah Stolke's more of a power forward.
She is.
I would agree.
She is.
She definitely is, and she's definitely stronger this year. You can tell that.
But she still gets a lot of shots blocked at the rim because she's always going up against post players.
Yes, exactly.
Now, the one game when we did go up against a great center that we handled her, Elizabeth Kitley had trouble against us.
Well, she didn't shoot well. She just missed a lot of shots.
No, she didn't.
No, that's right. So, and a folder is really a tough person.
Oh, isn't she great? Big dog? Oh, my God, she's great.
I love watching her.
She's
she's like a junkyard dog under there. She isn't going to let anybody get a rebound, and she can get it. So
she does all those little things that you need.
Yeah, for sure. So no, it's fun. We're going to it's going to be a fun season, and there's excitement every time you go into Carver with the women.
Well, think about basketball season's a third of the way over.
I know. It's
over.
Isn't that crazy?
Over. Yeah.
Oh my God, that's nuts. Isn't it?
A few more games, we'll be halfway through. They play 31 games.
Boy, no kidding. That's nuts. Jeez. And Steve's getting older.
Hey, you remember, John, you remember Brian Hurley, don't you? Former City High kicker.
Oh, very well. Yeah,
he's going to be down.
His family.
Yeah, he advertises and sponsors on our website and has a podcast. He lives in Florida now. He's going to be covering.
Oh, he does.
He's going to be covering the game for Hawk Fanatic. Yeah, we just got that worked out the other day.
Oh, good. I thought I heard you say that. No, I knew the Hurley family very well. I knew his mother, and she was volleyball coach at City High.
That's right.
And I was a teacher. So, I know the Hurley family very well. So that's great.
He's got a website called HawkeyeRecap.com. You should look it up. It's got it's the place to go for historical stuff on the Hawks. He's starting to chronicle and document everything. He's just been gathering information. It's really interesting.
Okay. Well, that's good to know. So, well, gentlemen, Merry Christmas.
Yes,
Merry Christmas, John.
We'll tune in here again soon, I'm sure. So.
Oh, I'm sure.
All right. Have a good one.
I'm not back, though, till Wednesday, right?
We decided that
You are going to do a Christmas
it should be a
special?
very special Christmas with Pat Harty.
Well, Christmas
Where
is
you
Monday,
can-
right?
Yeah, where you
Yeah.
can read the scripts of the wonderful Christmas episodes of Andy Griffith.
I can do that
And
from
we
home.
can reenact it.
It's just going to be you and Hunter in here, isn't it?
Yeah.
Poor Hunter.
Yeah, poor Hunter.
Poor Hunter.
What are the odds of you being in here on Christmas Day?
Zip.
And we've got
The odds
a
would be-
very special 2022 Rob Spiewak Christmas.
The odds are
Is
at
that him talking or
0%.
playing music or both?
Music.
What kind of
And
music?
talking.
Just
Christmas music.
Yeah, after a while, Christmas music gets nauseating.
It's 3 hours.
That's just. I can listen to Christmas music for about 20 minutes.
Scooter will not be in Christmas. Will not.
Well, that's very disappointing.
Not at all. Not a chance.
Lang won't be in either, will?
No.
Will
but-
Molly be in on Christmas?
No.
No.
Just you and Hunter. Poor Hunter.
Hunter and Spiewak.
Yeah, but he'll be out there. He won't be in here.
Yeah.
Hunter's got to get up at 3 in the morning
With
on
his
Christmas.
2002 show.
He's just not doing a new show?
He didn't do a new show, and he sent me some compilation shows.
I mean a 2022 show.
Yes.
Not
I mean, are you one of these
2002?
people that can listen to Christmas music for like 3 hours straight?
No.
I can't.
Well,
Because there's like 4 songs on it.
I think people should. You know,
I like
It's
Christmas music, okay.
I like
but
Little Drummer Boy.
But I don't like it starting in October.
Yeah.
How about Bob Seger's version of Little Drummer Boy?
And then at noon on Christmas Day, the Christmas music ends here.
And then what's it? What back to?
Call me maybe.
But not the jam, A Town Called Malice.
no malice.
All right. Well, everybody have a good, safe Christmas.
Yes, yes.
Like I said, I'm reaching out to Don today. I don't want to get too close to about. We're going to have to have him on either Wednesday or Friday.
Friday I'll be gone.
Oh, you'll be. Oh, so we'll shoot for Wednesday.
That'd be great.
I mean, what day of the week is Wednesday? Is that the 27th?
It's Wednesday.
27th. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's close enough to the game.
Yeah, I would say. Okay, well, Merry Christmas, everybody. Molly